video is to help with using or solving the questions on Delta Math. You'll see that over here on the left I have my account pulled up, and these are the questions that you're solving with the piecewise functions. Over to the right I have Desmos. In class we use the TI Inspire, but Desmos can also help you do this. So I'm going to work two examples and hopefully that helps you. You can access Desmos, just type in the link, you can see that right there. You can do this on your phone or on your computer. You may want to use your phone, and then on your computer you can have this up. That might make it easier. I'm going to go ahead and graph the first function, negative x minus 5. Okay, so there it is. And what we're looking at here, this is telling us the piece, because it's piecewise functions is the topic here. The piece that I want is I want the graph for all the x values that are less than -1. So to get that on Desmos, if you look over here, we're going to press this little gear and we're going to click this table icon. So we can see right here that the -1 has the point -4 with it, associated with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plot this point first, and then since it's all the x values less than that, I'm just going to pick another one that's less than that. So this -2, -3 will work fine. So I'm going to plot both of these to start. So -1, -4, and then I'm going to go to -2, -3 right there. Now, this is not the correct answer for this section right here, for this part. I need all of this line from -1 and less than that. That's what this symbol means. It's the x values to the left or that are less than, so that we're going this way. To change this, I need to click this arrow a couple times, and this is going to be what I want to see. There's one more thing that I need to change. Since this is a less than and not a less than or equal to, I need to open this dot here. Okay, so it's every value that's less than -1, not including the -1. That's why we put a hole there. So that's the top one. Now, I'm going to undo that, and I'm just going to graph the -x. I'm going to delete this. Here's -x. I'm going to go back and pull up the table again. And now it's all the x values greater than 2. So you'll notice here that I have 2 and -2. Now I don't want to pick any of the other points on here. I need another x value that's greater than 2. So I'm going to type in a 3 here, and it gives me 3, -3. So I'm going to plot this point and this point. So 2, -2, 3, -3. So 2, -2, 3, -3. And I want this to continue going because it's greater than, I want all the x values greater than 2. So I'm going to click this to make a line. And then again, since it's no equal to symbol here, this is going to be an open dot. So this is how we would want to graph this. This is the correct answer to our question. I'm going to hit submit, and we get the check mark. And I'm going to go to the next problem and find an example. This is exactly what I wanted to see. I want to do one that has the equal to symbol in it for sure. This is good. This will work fine. So I'm going to start over. We're going to graph this one. Original problem. Okay. Now I need to get another example. Oops. Problem, not this one. Go with this one's perfect. Okay. So I'm going to graph this first line, -x minus 4. And then I'm going to turn it into a table. Now for this one, it's a little bit different. You want to plot exactly these values here. When it's two numbers, I want to plot the line, the piece that I want of this line here on Desmos is just from -3 to +1. And you'll notice on my table, I don't have a -3. So I'm going to add that -3 right there. So I'm going to plot this point here at -3 to +1, which is this point here. So -3, -1, 1, -5. So let's plot that. -3, -1. And I'm going to 1, -5. So this is the piece of this function that I needed for this top part. This is that line. Now, the same way as the last example, these less thans and without the equal to symbols in them, that means that we need the holes here and here. So this top part is now finished. Okay, now we want to graph this one here. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Let's go ahead and type in -6. Hit enter. And that one's not showing up. Type in y equals -6. There we go. Okay, so y equals -6. So that's a flat line we can turn this into a table, and you see these here. We want to graph the values from 1 to 5. So I've already got 1, it's 1, -6. So I want 5, which is 5, -6. And you'll notice this is just a flat line. So I'm going to go 1, -6 to 5, -6. And then look at the symbols here. This one is right here next to the 1 is going to be that's the greater than. And it doesn't have the equal to, so we're going to put a hole here. And this one has the solid point right there. So that one is going to stay solid. It's not going to be a line, it's just a solid point. So we submit that, and we got it correct. Okay. So that's how you can use Desmos to do this. Obviously in class, you'll have to use the Inspire, which a lot of you got to practice with, but this will help you get this assignment done at home.